And what I understand, as you rightly highlighted, that accepting it is the first step, to rectify it.
Yes.
So if you can understand what are the gaps, how you can identify, that will be the first step towards rectification.
Correct.
Whether it is personally or professionally.
Yes. Acceptance is the first and the foremost step, because if you are aware about yourself and you know what is going on inside outside, but you are not ready to accept it,
Yes.
then you will
Rectify also.
rectify. So you will be prolonging to taking action.
One common thing what we hear a lot nowadays is burnout.
Yes.
I have seen patients going on shutdown mode because of their, mental stress, physical stress, बहुत ज़्यादा anxiety हो रहा है. This has become very common, right? So how do you feel emotional intelligence can help these patients or corporates to fight, burnout?
It's a very important question nowadays in this particular era. Empathize for self. What is happening in my life? Try to understand about it.
Right.
Ask simple 3 questions, I always say. So what is going on? What kind of emotion is there?
Right.
Second question is, how I can manage myself in that particular situation? What support systems are available? And then why? The question asking about that in that particular situation.
Correct.
Why this kind of a thing is happening in my life now, here?
And now I would like to focus a little on corporate EI. Okay, so we spoke about personal EI. If we talk about corporates, what do you think? How much does EI makes a difference in performance, leadership roles, team dynamics, or overall productivity or contributions?
Most of the times, what happens that people want to grow. Everybody wants to grow, and they want to achieve higher success, higher levels of success all the time in their life. Right. But what happens is, in a hierarchy kind of a situation, if somewhere somebody is, somewhere lacking in emotional intelligence, somewhere, then the problems might be, start happening.
Right. Correct.
So as I said earlier, that if some mistake is there, then people actually afraid, get fearful to speak about it.
Right.
I'm just remembering an example of Zarina Screwwala, whom I have interviewed just some days before.
Okay.
And her interview is there on our channel. So Zarina ji is a founder of Swadesh Foundation.
Okay.
And they are doing really amazing work. They call Swa Se Bane Desh.
Wow.
You might have seen Swadesh movie.
Yeah. Yes.
So the Roni Screwwala and
Yes.
Zarina Screwwala.
Yes.
So after that, they started this foundation.
Okay.
Very big foundation now.
Okay.
And they have adopted now like 250 villages.
Wow.
And helping them thrive.
Wow.
Bringing them in the mainstream of the society.
Right.
So in that, in the their foundation work, they actually have given this particular instruction to all the change makers in their foundation, that whatever takes place, whatever the problem happens in any point of time in your life, just first you open up about it and speak about it to the leadership team in the foundation.
Right. Right.
Okay. And don't feel sad or bad or fearful about it. Just go to them and speak about your mistakes. And if somebody doesn't speak about it, they actually inspire him to speak about the mistake. And that is how they have created this wonderful culture in the Swadesh Foundation, that people come together, they inspire other people, they speak about the mistakes, they learn on the go. They are open, they are flexible enough. And I think that is how the whole idea about it, at the corporate level. And as you say, that then this all atmosphere becomes optimistic.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is how it is. Also, we can give examples if at the family level, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, they are the, I mean, really having a very high EQ couple, I can say. And then in India, APJ Abdul Kalam, then Sudha Murthy.
Yes.
Right? You won't believe, Baljeet, you are into nutrition. I must tell you this particular thing. I have interviewed one person. Her name is Rahibai Popere.
Okay.
You might have heard about her. She is from a very small village.
Yes.
And this particular lady, she is fighting. And what's her purpose for life is? She wants to see poisonless plate in front of every Indian.
Wow.
You know? And that is why she has started Seeds Bank, Organic Seeds Bank.
Yeah.
And she has 4 banks in the area of Nashik, Dhule, Nagar, this area.
Right.
And she's really doing amazing work. And she has got the President Award.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very inspiring.
Yeah, very inspiring story. And all these people are emotionally intelligent. They want to give back to society. They have purpose for their life.
Right.
And everything revolves around that particular purpose, I guess. So yeah.
So while we are talking about corporate emotional intelligence, what are the common gaps you find in corporate leaders and teams where you feel they are lacking emotional intelligence?
Yes. So the important part is again about empathy, right? Then handling conflicts and complex situations and managing emotions, stress. Lot of stress, pressures,
Right.
lot of pressures are there. Target oriented work, lot of corporates. Just some days before, I had a case, and that lady is having issues and the problems somewhere in her body, and all her medical reports are normal. And she's not understanding why it is taking place.
Right.
And the reason is stress. Reason is constant target oriented work.
Correct.
You know, and then when we give her therapy, we give her some emotional intelligence coaching, and it was, I mean, that made really a difference in her life. And she came back to me and told me, and you were right. So yeah, so these kind of gaps are there. As I said, the empathy is important. The stress management, conflict management, how you are handling your situations, your emotions, your complex things, your complex emotions, ambiguous emotions. You know, I think these are the gaps.
And what I understand, as you rightly highlighted, that accepting it is the first step, to rectify it.
Yes.
So if you can understand what are the gaps, how you can identify, that will be the first step towards rectification.
Correct.
Where it is first now you are professional.
Yes. Acceptance is the first and the foremost step, because if you are aware about yourself and you know what is going on inside outside, but you are not ready to accept it.
Yes.
Then you will
rectify also.
So you will be prolonging to taking action towards it.
Very true.
Yeah.
So Aarti, we spoke about, corporate EI. We understood how they can identify where they are lacking.
Right.
And how they can fill it up. But do you feel that EI should be an integral part of their training system or their HR process?
Absolutely. At corporate level, EQ is extremely important, as we always constantly we are talking about it.
Right.
So it can be an integral part of their leadership team everywhere, because they have a lot of departments, and they have a lot of sales department is there, production department is there,
Right.
on shop floor, works, and so many financial, so many departments are there, so many departments laid by many different people.
Correct.
So they have to integrate emotional intelligence with leadership teams, and also then it will be definitely a core part of HR.
Right.
Every corporate. Right. It can be also become an integral part of feedback. feedback system.
Yes.
You know, as you said,
That is one interesting point I feel.
yeah, because just you mentioned about the acceptance.
Correct.
Right? So if somebody is coming and giving you some feedback, you will have to be, gracious enough to accept that feedback, right?
Correct.
And then only you will be able to make changes, whatever the changes you need to make.
Right. Right.
Right? So
Right.
then, yeah, these are the, I think.
While we are talking about it, I remember a very fine example about last week we did a session, episode with the business coach, and he gave a very fine example. कि आपको अगर तीर चलाना है तो पहले उसे थोड़ा पीछे खींचना पड़ेगा. You will have to take a step back, see where am I lacking, accept it, and then take the right, action with that force so that you can go cover a longer distance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It always happens, everywhere. I had a client, she was going to the dance class.
Right.
And she was coming to me because she was not performing really well at her dance class.
Okay.
And she is actually a very good dancer. So she said that whenever in between she takes a small break and she goes use loo or drink water something, and then she is able to do that particular toda very easily.
Right.
Right. So as you rightly said,
Yes.
just take a step back.
Yes. So we
That restructures whole of your feelings and thinking inside you, outside your body, and that has.
So, a lot of times we do corporate sessions, and many a times they feel that, it's because of their nutrition and lifestyle, or because of some reason that their productivity is not that good. And then we started applying a formula that you work for 60 minutes and take a 10 minutes break.
Great.
Move from your place, go and have water,
Yeah.
or maybe talk to someone, just like that.
Correct.
Check your phone only in that duration. And it has really helped them, to increase their productivity.
Absolutely. That also changes their energy.
Yeah. Yes.
Because constantly they are into that particular thought.
Yes.
They might be getting stuck over there that, oh my God, nothing happening.
Right.
Not taking place, not taking, little going into the loop of negativity.
Correct.
That can be broken,
Correct.
This is another tool.
Correct. So, Aarti, my next question is, you are into health and wellness. I am into health and wellness.
Yes.
Have been, doing individual patients, corporates and whatnot.
Yes.
But one common thing what we hear a lot nowadays is burnout.
Yes.
I have seen patients going on shutdown mode because of their, mental stress, physical stress, बहुत ज़्यादा anxiety हो रहा है. This has become very common, right? So, how do you feel emotional intelligence can help these patients or corporates to fight, burnout?
Yeah. It's a very important question nowadays in this particular era. Basically, when something like this, as you said, when something like this goes on in your life, any kind of a situation, and you understand about it,
Right.
You are aware about it, then you need to become little empathize for self. What is happening in my life? Try to understand about it.
Right.
Ask simple 3 questions, I always say. So, what is going on? What kind of emotion is there?
Right.
When we try to recognize that emotion, try to name them, that also helps.
Correct.
Then second question is, how I can manage myself in that particular situation? What support systems are available? What are the safe places where I can go and speak about it, express about it?
Right.
I think that is extremely very important.
Right.
That is the reason nowadays, even in the corporates, there are counselors, there are different support systems are developed. People have to actually take advantage of that.
Correct.
Go to them, speak with them, sit with them, try to express what kind of a situation you're going through.
Right.
It's extremely important.
Right.
And then why? The question asking about that in that particular situation, why this kind of a thing is happening in my life now, here.
Right.
Why this emotion is taking place.
Right.
That is Emotions are there to give you messages. They are not your enemies.
Yeah, right.
Right?
True.
So we need to understand they are actually neurohormones. They are created in our brain.
Yeah,
You
true.
know? That is why they fraction of a second we understand that we are angry. They just the neurohormones, they just flow into our body, every cell in a fraction of a second, and we understand that, oh my god, this is I'm really very angry, or I'm on a different mood, going through some anxiety.
Yes.
So burnout emotional intelligence helps you in bringing you rooted, resilient, balance. So this particular thing is happening in my life. Then this is actually Marathi मध्ये ना एक म्हण आहे, अति तेथे माती. Have you heard the story of Van Gogh?
No.
Vincent Van Gogh is an artist.
Okay.
And his colleague, senior colleague, he was supposed to go to him and present his work. So he had taken his lot of paintings with him, and whatever the work he has done, he was very enthusiastic, very happy to show his work to his senior. And he went to his senior, and his senior asked him to sit down and asked him to present his work.
Right.
He was showing his work to his senior, and his senior criticized him. His senior didn't even utter a single word of appreciation.
Okay.
That made him really very upset. And he just went from there. And can you imagine what did he do with himself?
No.
He took a knife and he cut his ear. Oh, you know why? Because he didn't want to hear that criticism again through the same ears. So both the ways, if you see the Van Gogh story, if you see the case of his senior, in both the cases, you can see that there are some lacking of intelligence.
Yes.
So whenever there is a burnout in our life, we need to become little more self-aware. We need to understand about ourselves,
Right.
to self-empathize.
Right.
We need to take a step forward to go to the right people. There is a person, philosopher, Greek philosopher Aristotle. He has said a very famous saying that if you want to get angry, you can get angry. But what the right person you are getting angry, what the right degree you are getting angry, the right purpose you are getting angry,
Right.
the right time you are getting angry, and in the right way you are getting angry, that is important. That
Not just your frustrations somewhere where it is not required.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also then there are shades in emotions also, as the shades in colors.
Yeah, right.
So if what you want to really express about your anxiety, anger, stress, anguish, or in guilt or shame, or any kind of a feeling which you feel that is actually bringing some unhealthy things in your life.
Right.
If something like this is happening, then you need to actually understand about it more, and you need to actually try to go to the roots. ये कहाँ से हो रहा है? What is the space?
Correct.
And it will help you, because they are there to help you. They are there to give you messages. And then don't hesitate to go to the counselors, EQ coaches. And they are there to help you for this.
Right.
And emotional intelligence really help us in, growing in the higher levels of EQ. And and that enhances various different skills in you.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we spoke about EI. It was very interesting for me also to understand EI. Most of the times we don't talk about emotions.
Yeah.
Right? So when we have already spoken about personal and professional, now at the end of the episode, I would like you to, is there any one, call to action button or any one message which you would like to give to our audience if they think of adopting EI as their way of life?
Right. Amazing. Emotional intelligence is something. It's not just a soft skill, but it's a thriving skill. It's a powerful skill,
Right.
and it's non-negotiable at leadership level, corporate level, or as individuals as well.
Correct.
And another important part is it helps us to more and more aware about our life.
Right.
It helps us to being resilient, more and more resilient, safe, compassionate, balanced.
Right.
And yeah, and I think we should not hesitate to express our emotions.
Correct.
Right? So I would definitely, this will be my call for action for everybody, individuals or also at the corporate level. Don't repress your emotions. Try to understand more and more about them. As I said, it's not just a soft skill, it's a power skill, it's a thriving skill.
Right.
So it is non-negotiable, and try to express them. Try to find a safe space, support system, and ask about it. Asking is also another important tool. And yes, don't hesitate to express it.
Awesome. So thank you so much, Dr. Aarti, for such an interesting conversation and on such an interesting topic, that is emotional intelligence.
Yes.
But we have a small ritual in Aura Health Hour.
Okay.
We leave our audience with some amazing tips at the end of the session. So can you give them some quick tips on emotional intelligence?
Yes, why not? Of course. Thank you so much for asking me this. So yes, basically, becoming more and more self-aware will help every time. And then another important part is recognize your emotions, try to understand them, try to regulate your emotions for yourself and also for others. That is another important thing. Don't forget to take a small pause whenever it is really getting very complex. Take a step back and don't react but respond. And don't hesitate to see your EQ coach if you need it. Don't hesitate to take help from any safe of knowing your colleague, your mentor, from anybody. And emotional intelligence is not just a soft skill, but it is a skill which helps you to thrive in your life. So remember always, it is non-negotiable. And try to explore more in EQ. I'm there to help you for that. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Aarti. Thank you so much. So with this, let's all try to adopt EI as a way of life. And thank you, Aarti. We had an amazing conversation with you. This was such an interesting topic. Very little different topic, but I think everybody should be aware of this. Personally, professionally, how should we adopt EI as a way of life?
Thank you so much, Baljeet, for inviting me on your show. It's really amazing. And I really appreciate the constant and consciously you are working on Aura NutriHeal and your
Aura Health
Hour, this channel. And wish you have lot of success in future.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much once again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aarti. And we will also be posting her channel details in the comment box. Please don't forget to subscribe her channel. She has been doing some amazing work. Thank you so much, audience, for all your love and support. Don't forget to subscribe this channel, like and subscribe this channel. We will again come back with the amazing episode next week. Thank you so much.